Hi guys, this is Lucky with Lucky Sevens Tarot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is for Gemini. This is Gemini's birthday reading. This is for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Remember that these are still general messages, so not every message will resonate with you. Take only what resonates for you and your situation. Remember that the roles can be reversed. If you want something personal just for you, you can check the website, lucky7tarot.com, for a personal reading if you're interested in that. Um, but use your discernment whenever you are watching tarot, okay? Especially any tarot like online or anything like that. This is your birthday reading. So some of these messages may apply to you in the month of June. Some of them may not play out for the entire year. And what I mean by the year, I mean from now, from June until next June. So I encourage you to come back and watch the video if something doesn't resonate with you and see if it does later on. If you want June's messages for another zodiac sign, they are available on the website, lucky7tarot.com, on Patreon as well. Okay, let's jump into this. I've already pulled the first spread for you guys just to save a little time. So let's talk about it. So you have the Three of Spades in Mercury. So your thoughts may be all over the place. You may feel like pulled in multiple different directions. A lot of you are thinking about work. Um, Maybe you're doing work in communications or you're working on your own communication as well. This could lead to maybe your thoughts also putting you in like a space of worry, or having some level of anxiety. As I say that, my hand is shaking, which also makes me feel like there's something that you're nervous about, some kind of change happening for you, okay? That maybe you're nervous about or you are anxious about. It's crazy. It just started when I started this reading. Um, you have the Nine of Spades in Venus, okay? Um, some of you are going through an ending having to do with either something that you value or having to do with a relationship, but you're going through an ending. This may be an ending for the better, even if it doesn't necessarily feel that way. Um, and for some of you, this ending doesn't have to be something bad. It could be an end. And the Nine of Spades is like something that's ending, and usually it is ending for the better. There's a change coming. Um, you have the Three of Diamonds in Mars. So maybe there's some worry in regards to finances. Some of you are motivated to either work two jobs or you could be motivated by a fear of debt, a fear of um, there could even be like maybe some sort of legal situation some of you may be dealing with the Mars, with it being in the Mars position, that could be a little bit expensive for you, or there's like a fear of losing money, something like that. And it may be something that's kind of pushing you. You know, some of you, if you haven't been in the best financial position, that could be a motivating factor for you, is what I'm saying. All right. Some of you, you may be motivated to change certain values that you have. And maybe there's a little bit of fear surrounding that, or um, there could even be arguments having to do with this. Um, I would also, before I get to the next one, I would also encourage you to watch your words, because you could be aggressively pursuing something and it could be costly, okay, with the three of diamonds there. Or if you are acting out of aggression, it could cost you something financially. Um, if you're having any sort of knee jerk reaction or something like that. Now, the Jack of Clubs in um, Jupiter, this upcoming week, which actually in with the karma cards actually starts tomorrow, is a Jack of Clubs week. So this upcoming week um, may end up being a big week for you. It could be lucrative. It could be lucky for you. You may have some sort of blessing come in. Outside of that, um, also August may be very good for you. You guys have to think, like in astrology, you have Jupiter in Cancer, which for Gemini risings would be like your second house of possessions, things that you own, things like that. So there you could gain in some way or have some sort of luck in regards to that. Now, with the Jack of Clubs, this also tells me some of you, the way you communicate um, may bring you luck. The way you think and communicate, there may be. Um, I feel like your eyes are open. There could also be someone younger, a younger person for some of you that is beneficial to you. I feel like there's a lot of communication that you're doing, a lot of change. It feels like you're like in the process of changing your thought process. Now you have the Eight of Hearts in Saturn. Now the Eight of Hearts is the player card. Um, so if you, some of you may be dealing with a player that, and that could come back, you know, to end up being a restriction or provide some sort of restriction for you. Some of you, if you are taking on this player energy yourself, that may end up being something that comes back to bite you. I do feel like because it's an eight, this may be something that you are able to overcome. Some of you, you have this ability to like charm other people, to be very charming, etc. And maybe have like a lot of friends or a larger friend group or something like that. And maybe you have some sort of responsibility to these people in some way. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Uh, you have the Queen of Spades in Uranus. There may be a friend that either you feel like is not giving you the credit you're due, or there's a maybe you are not giving this person the credit that they're due. They could be a little bitter. Some of you, there's some bitter energy. Maybe you are releasing certain friendships as well, letting go of certain things is what I'm getting. Um, there could be some unexpected like changes within a friendship, but I'm also getting like in you're changing within yourself um, for the future. Like it's going to look very different than maybe you have it or have thought about it in your head. Um, because there are certain values that are changing within you. I feel like this is also an energy where I think some of you, if you have some, uh, there could be some resentment maybe having to do with like a mother figure. It's not resentment. Maybe it's just a feeling of like loneliness or like disconnect from a parent or a parent child relationship as well. Now you have the two of spades in Uranus, or sorry, in Neptune. Some of you, there is some sort of hidden um, ill feelings for someone, whether this is towards you or this is you towards someone, or there may be a hidden friendship that you don't, I don't know if you don't understand it, or maybe you're the one that's hiding something within a friendship or about a friendship. Some of you, this is a spiritual overtone to a connection to someone that you have a friendship with. Okay. You also have the Eight of Clubs in Pluto, along with the King of Hearts here. Some of you are very fixated, and maybe I feel like the way that you are thinking about things is changing. Um, and this could help you to either take on more responsibility, to become more responsible in some kind of way, especially in matters of love or in matters of becoming, or being like a parent or in a parent child relationship for some of you. Um, some of you are just growing mentally. It's like you're becoming smarter, you're trusting your instincts. I would be careful of being so fixated, like my way or the highway kind of energy. But I definitely feel like your focus is on something new. And for some of you, this could be leveling yourself up. Let's see what else is going on. I feel like if you are working towards something like at work within your career or whatever hobbies you have, that it could be lucrative or pay off for you. Some of you are waiting on a final decision, maybe waiting on a legal decision or a legal document to be signed. Um, I also feel like there is a blessing having to do with an older male energy. Now, this could be you as an older male energy or someone close to you. There does seem to be some sort of growth here. So, this growth could have to do with a feminine energy, going down some sort of new path with the feminine energy. Some of you, this is your own energy. If you're like a Gemini woman, that you're starting fresh, starting down a new path. I definitely feel like patience is a virtue. You're waiting on some kind of change here. And it looks like that you being patient, the change is coming and it's going to benefit you in a really strong way. Yeah, because some of you, it feels like you're getting out of a place of being stuck, like moving on, making certain changes that secure a stable foundation. Some of you could be waiting on some kind of change within something that you're working on or within your work in general. I do feel like there could be somebody could be dealing with like legal matters in some kind of way. If it's not legal, it does feel like there's something that has fallen apart, and maybe you're making certain changes about that, waiting on changes to be made in regards to that. It does also look like there's a relationship where there's some kind of disconnect. I don't know if this relationship, it looks like it has to do with like a man, woman, and child. It could be platonic. Maybe it has to do with a family relationship. For some of you, it is a romantic relationship. I don't know. But I'm seeing some of you feel stuck dealing with someone, or there's somebody here that feels stuck dealing with somebody because maybe there's a child that they don't want to feel like is left out or lonely. Some of you, there could be like someone here having to like pay child support or something like that. Um, I'm definitely seeing an ending here and some sort of change having to do with a feminine energy. Um, Something's been causing you a lot of stress and a lot of worry, and I'm seeing it benefit you. Like, don't give up, see it through is what I'm getting. You're going to get some good news. This could be in the form of a letter or a message of some kind that's going to help like hurl you forward. Let's see what else is going on with Gemini for their birthday reading. Something in regards to a home. There could be some things coming up in regards to a home or a property. I do see some surprises here. Some of you are leaving a home, moving. There's some endings having to do with a home or a real estate property. Um, I do see having fun or celebrating something. I also feel like you have singles, you have some dating opportunities, but maybe you just want to stay friends, like, or these are with people that you would consider to be friends. If you're getting out of a relationship, I feel like there is new options coming in, Gemini. There's a lot of talk, I think, about money or resources. There may be someone that you are communicating with that has like a younger type of energy that could be in some way a blessing for you. Again, I don't mean talking like you're being romantic. I mean it could be, but I feel like let's see. Yeah, it feels like there's something blocking a real estate situation, but I see you getting away from this or getting over it. I think it's a delay. Some of you are wanting to keep things casual because it's like you're wanting to enjoy. I think your focus is on having fun and advancing in your career or finding success within your career. I do feel like some of you singles have not necessarily had luck in your dating life, but I think that you have a lot of options or people are seeing you. If you do have a lot of options, I feel like I want you to remember that everything that glitters isn't gold. Okay. And there may be someone specific that is younger. There's like an age difference there that is like true love. It is something that is of value to you, and is something that may be worth pursuing. Or this will be someone I feel like, for some of you, this is somebody you're already communicating with or you will be communicating with, but it feels like you're keeping it casual, maybe because there's some kind of distance there. And I would be careful with that, like careful with the casual energy because it could cause some kind of bitterness. I feel like you're going to be traveling when it comes, like, I don't know, there's some type of distance there. It could be physical distance, may be emotional distance, but it feels like it's casual in some kind of way. Let's take a look at singles, my single Geminis. Who or what is coming towards my single Geminis this year in love? Who or what is coming towards single Geminis this year? The Death card. be a Scorpio for some of you. Some of you are getting over maybe some sort of bitterness over an ending, or there's somebody that's getting over some kind of bitterness about an ending. Yeah, the moon and the 3 of swords in reverse. It's like someone that's moving on from, like, maybe they weren't able to control their feelings, or they had really like deep emotions here, but they're getting over some sort of hurt. I do think there's somebody here that has a guard up because they're wanting to take a risk or willing to take a risk. This may be somebody you already know for some of you, but they could be distant. They could be distant in some kind of way. I'm definitely getting like this is someone that's wanting to take a step forward, but doing so with caution, is what it's saying. So, how do you feel in regards to love? What's your Ace of Wands? So, maybe you're just interested in having fun. Maybe you do want something new, but not in a sense of like full on commitment. You have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so there could be maybe something that starts off sexual, or you're interested in it in a sexual way, but there's good communication, honest communication. And there is an opportunity, I think, for you. Like, I feel like you want to have a commitment that where there's a lot of communication and honesty. But you may be in a place where you're like, I don't know, you know, but I feel like you have the ability to be vulnerable, but I don't know if you're ready to open up, and it looks like you're not. I feel like you're getting attention and you want the attention from others, but maybe you're not fully open to it. But I do see an opportunity to have a long-term commitment available to you if you are willing to like have an equal give and take and like be all in instead of like juggling or going back and forth. Um, let's see, what is the biggest challenge when it comes to single Geminis? The Queen of Cups is the biggest challenge for you guys. Opening up, and look at this, you have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Having an equal emotional relationship, where there's mutual vulnerability, I think is difficult. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in reverse. Like, there may be a fear of losing something financially for some of you, or a fear of being alone and having some kind of regret. Some of you don't want to regret anything. I think it's hard for you to fully invest, right, in a long term commitment because of vulnerability. And some of you, it's because you may have more than one option, or you may like the contrast, right? Some of you, this has to do with some sort of history that you have with someone. And you may feel tied to this person, or you're worried that history would repeat itself in some kind of way. Let's go ahead and see what the most likely outcome is for single Geminis. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So some of you are just going to really enjoy being single, focusing on yourself, gaining more financial stability. I feel like you are getting exactly what you want and you don't have any regrets about it, if I'm being honest. Um, I feel like there may be some confusion. Some of you just have a lot of options. Maybe that's something you're enjoying. And I think you're taking a chance on something new, or there's an opportunity to take a chance on something new, but maybe you feel like you're still hurt, or you still have some kind of trust issues due to somebody being a player or something like that, or someone not taking any real action because there is a fear. And by real action, I mean like really putting forth the effort, because there may be a fear of trust issues. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back with the relationship part. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, Gemini. Too much coffee. Okay. Trying to make sure my hands are dry. All right. Those of you Geminis in a relationship, dealing with somebody, can you show me the person that Gemini is dealing with for their birthday reading? Three of Swords. Yikes. Some of you, I feel like the Gemini that this is going to relate to is you're dealing with somebody that is heartbroken, that they feel like they have to give up on something, or they have given up on something, and they're trying to figure out what the future looks like, trying to um, heal. I feel like they do have a lot of love or emotional connection for you. But this looks like somebody that is weighing their options or has other options. I feel like they're extremely guarded because it's like this is someone that, I don't know, they feel bitter in some kind of way. It's like they don't want to let go, or haven't, there's something that they're having a hard time letting go of. But this is like somebody that's, I don't know, you're going through a breakup with this person. How do you feel about them? I feel like as much as you may want to hold on, you also want to move on. You don't want to hurt this person. I think there's a lot of fear associated with the situation, or anxiety about this change. I think you do hold back from this person a lot for some of you. And I think there's something about you that wants to break free, because honestly, you may have a better option that comes towards you, something new. As you move on, I've seen the Chariot. As you move on, you may end up having more success when it comes to love. But I feel like unexpectedly, I don't know, there's something about this that you feel like it doesn't have a solid foundation. Like, I don't know. You don't see, maybe you feel like you're not getting the attention you deserve or you want from this person. And so I think you are making changes. There's something that you are pursuing very slowly. You're making a choice that is going to be beneficial to your future when it comes to love. There's going to be something that's worth putting effort in. Tell me about the person Gemini is dealing with and what is their real intentions with Gemini? The temperance reverse. So you may be dealing with somebody that's kind of bipolar in their emotions. Like they want to put effort in, but they're not pouring in. You guys may not be pouring into each other. Um, some of you, it's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Maybe they have that in their chart. But I don't think this has like a leg to stand on. And maybe this person also feels like they've given a lot to this and it's like a missed opportunity in some kind of way. I think they're trying to control their real feelings or emotions about this. And there's a lot that they seem like not to be, or that they're not telling you. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with somebody whose intention is to walk away. They're like making a choice to walk away. Give me one more for this. Justice. Yeah, there's something here about learning the truth or being honest here and then deciding to focus on themselves, to let go of whatever history you have and move on, even though that may be hard or difficult when it comes to this person. What is the biggest challenge in this relationship when it comes to Gemini and this person? Some of you, the biggest challenge is that it's difficult to let this go or to let go of something in the past that caused someone here to hold themselves back. All right. Some of you, there's something that feels like this relationship is, you guys are being held together. Um, I feel like there is some drama here or something, and it's hard. It may be also difficult to like, somebody may be like trying to avoid some kind of drama due to a change. I also feel like someone here is juggling with a choice or a decision that affects their happiness. And that in some way has to do with the biggest challenge of this relationship. And there you have it, the Knight of Swords. I think there's a lot of drama when it comes to communicating, or there's some kind of communication that um, it's like a conversation where someone is communicating and saying, "Hey, I want to change or I want something new. Um, and maybe it feels a little unexpected and it's hard to let go. It's hard to move on. And someone here is like juggling with this. What is the outcome to this situation? Three of Cups. I feel like someone here is really undecided if they want to be in a relationship or not, and they have an option, maybe more than one option. For some of you, this could be celebrating a choice. I'm also with the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like somebody not getting what they want. And I feel like it's because someone here feels very guarded, holds back, doesn't reveal their truest self. But I do see that there is a brand new beginning. There's something that I think that you are going to be putting a lot of effort into. And it may end up being something that is beautiful or has a lot of potential to grow with the effort that you put in. But there is something here that you got to make a choice not to invest in anymore. Some of you need to invest in, or you will be investing in your future, either in some kind of move or some sort of change, maybe with somebody that is at a distance, or this is like investing in something new that has potential for your future. All right. Let's take a look at health and wellness. What health and wellness messages yikes, do you have for Gemini? Some of you, you have fear, you're nervous or dealing with some kind of depression. This is like mental health that could be even causing you to have some kind of headaches. Some of you may get good results in regards to a digestive issue, stomach issue, maybe a weight loss issue as well. I think you need to regulate your sleep. Some of you, there's something going on with your blood sugar. This could be your blood pressure being high or your blood sugar. I do feel like there's something that's causing you to lose weight or to try to lose weight. Some of you need a mental health checkup, or you need to talk to somebody about your fears or nervousness. I also am seeing maybe there's a surgery here for some of you. Some of y'all need a prescription medication for sleep, or you may be taking one. It could cause like teeth chatters when you're sleeping. There's something that's you're having a headache about or that's like stressing you out that's taking a lot of time. Um, and it does look like something that you are going to heal from, but it does take a little time. All right. Let's see what's going on with your finances. Finances and career for Gemini. What do they need to know? Some of you may be feeling like you're ready to leave a job or quit a certain position. I think you got some big decisions to make here. Um, you could even be training for something new or training others. I am seeing an offer come in that does present a better money situation or money coming. Some of you may be either thinking of leaving a job, or there could be something here where your performance is being evaluated. I definitely see you taking some time off, maybe to go on vacation of some kind for some of y'all. Um, I think you're fixing your credit or your credit score is increasing. Some of you are making choices that's going to help you to pay off some debt. I'm seeing new keys. So this could be new keys to a car, a house, um, something like that. There's some kind of new keys coming in or new assets coming that you have the money to pay for, or that's beneficial for you. I do want you to watch your overspending. I feel like y'all are gonna have enough money to take time off that may be necessary and maybe take a vacation. Like, there's gonna be something here that happens for you that is lucrative and like a necessary break. Okay. What else can you tell Gemini? You're in the flow of things. So things are going to start moving a lot smoother. Um, and that comes when you start to see the bigger picture. But there's something you need to be grateful for. Yeah, a lot of y'all are going to start taking some type of trip or move. I think you're taking the bull by the horns. You're leading the path. And some of you are more open to your spiritual sources or becoming more open to your religion. And I think you're pursuing something that you're passionate about or something that brings you a lot of pleasure. And there's something about needing to take the first step to do something alone that is a part of your divine plan for a lot of you. But you are going to overcome obstacles here. And this is going to be a transformation. This is where you gain like new life. Okay. But you need to stay focused on the course and use your own like guide, internal guide for navigating these new changes. What else? What are the positive things that are going to be manifesting for Gemini over this year? Love. This is changes for the better in love. This could be with the people you love, or romantic love. Some of you are going to find yourself in a more domestic situation. There may be certain things that you are also having to release in order to gain this, but this is bringing upon you more spiritual inner strength. And I think you guys are doing a lot of healing and getting back to who you really are. Some of you are gaining enlightenment through doing some sort of shadow work, and this is going to make you grateful for what you've been through because you're gaining wisdom here. Okay. And this wisdom is enlightening for you. Tell me more about that. Yes. I seen it and then it came out. And a lot of you are going to be clearing your space, getting rid of the old path that you were on a brand new one, which does seem to be really beautiful. What else is going on with Gemini? Your advice messages is happiness begins with you, not with your job, not with your relationship, but with you. So remember that it begins and ends with you. But look at this. Love begins. This is like the third time I've seen that, y'all. Some of you, if you are going through like a breakup or an ending of some kind, I feel like it's beneficial for you because it's like putting you in alignment with your path. And it's telling you don't waste your time. There's something going on where you need to stop pretending because it's a waste of time. And someone is hiding something. Now, that could be somebody you're dealing with for some of you. That could be even you hiding something or hiding something either from someone else or trying to ignore it for yourself. But it's telling you don't compromise, don't settle for less than what you know you deserve, and to protect your peace by moving on. So, there's something here you need to move on from and not let it hold you back. All right. Let's take a look at the zodiac signs that you may be dealing with throughout this year. From Aries through Pisces. All right, Gemini, if you are dealing with an Aries, I feel like there's some uncertainty here or back and forth. I don't see anything. You got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like there's either no forward movement at all or there's no stability there. But there could be something that's causing either you or the Aries to like be uncertain if that's of what they want. But I don't see any stability there. If you're dealing with a um Taurus, There could be some beef with the Taurus or something not working out, too many cooks in the kitchen, and I'm not seeing someone be ready to take a risk on it. If you're dealing with another Gemini, I feel like this is somebody very guarded. They have like a cynical look or energy about themselves, skeptical, kind of giving off bitter Betty or bitter Bob energy. If you're dealing with a Cancer, I feel like this is a Cancer who wants to avoid some kind of drama. They're really thinking about their decisions before they make them. Um, they're thinking about the consequences of this. They don't want to move forward quickly. They want something more stable. If you're dealing with a Leo, some of you, if this is like an ex Leo, I see a reunion. Like you guys love each other. How you feel about the Leo feels about you. I'm seeing some sort of reunion here. If this is like a new Leo, I don't know, because it feels like a heartfelt, loving type of relationship where there's some fun there. I would be concerned that maybe there's third party energy for some of you, but for the most part, it's how you feel, they feel. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I feel like there's some player energy when it comes to dealing with the Virgo. They may have choices. It could just be more lust than love. There could be a Virgo for some of you that's coming in very quickly, um, maybe in a lustful way. It definitely feels like there's like instability there, like somebody's a player. If you're dealing with a Libra, they're holding back. I feel like they're keeping to themselves. They're holding back heavily. They're trying to move forward or heal in some kind of way. So they may be like keeping to their own energy. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're focused on themselves and their own stability. They may not be, I feel like there's a lack of healing here or a lack of honesty. Um, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, I feel like if this is like a new Sagittarius, they want a new, they're afraid of getting engulfed in like a new thing, but they have that feeling for you. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I feel like there's somebody here that could be a player or has been a player in the past. This looks like a past Capricorn, and they want to heal from the betrayal and take action in the situation. I feel like they're very um, attracted to you, or there's a strong attraction there. But somebody doesn't want, somebody may also feel like in dealing with a Capricorn, like they don't want the past to repeat itself if this is like an ex, because somebody may have thought the other one was a player. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I feel like they're holding back. They're focused on their own happiness, but there's something that's holding them back. They do think of you. If you are dealing with a Pisces, there could be like a Gemini Pisces relationship where someone is taking like a big risk on it and like getting married or getting into a committed relationship, maybe rather quickly or not taking their time with it. Some of you may end up with what did I say? A Leo, a Pisces, or a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. All right. That's what I have for y'all. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button for me. If you like this video, comment down below and let me know if you are a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. And if you're with somebody, what their signs are as well. All right. I love y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.